Say you're trying to make sales from your email list, right? And let's say you've got an email list of 100 people, you're selling a book, and all 100 of them have bought the book. Does that mean you've tapped out your list? Here's another example. You have 50,000 people on your email list, you're a gym apparel brand, 25,000 of them have bought, the rest haven't bought. What do you do next? You're trying to increase email sales. What do you do next? If the answer is, I need to just keep growing my list and making more first sales, that I would say that's correct in theory, but wrong and flawed in practice. And I'm going to explain why in this video. Now, obviously, increasing your subscriber list will lead to more sales, right? Because you're just growing, and if you have an offer that converts, if people do like your book, then anybody signing up to your email list from this point onwards will most likely buy. There's a high chance, right? But here's the thing. The probability of somebody buying from you that's new to your list is around 5 to 20%. That actually tracks with a lot of email conversion rates. The average is 5 to 20%, right? This is a new person that you've acquired, right? The probability of somebody who already knows you buying from you is like 60 to 70%. That studies have shown this, right? And that also leads to this other fact that retaining customers is 6 or 7 times less expensive than getting new customers, right? So what does that tell you? It's just overall cheaper to deal with retaining customers, right? The other thing is people are up to like 90 times more likely to buy when something's recommended from somebody they trust, right? And who's going to recommend that? It's a customer that's been retained by a brand. The brand's doing something right. The customer stuck with them. They're being retained, and they're going to do word of mouth for the brand, right? So here's what all this points out to. Run ads top of the funnel. You can do all your top of the funnel stuff. You can run your ads and everything as much as you want, right? But the truth is that there's a lot of juice in your existing subscriber base that you can squeeze. You know what I mean? So your job as a business owner and email marketer, salesperson, is to squeeze that juice. Otherwise, you're just leaving juice in the fruit. You know what I mean? So let's talk about squeezing the juice from the list. Take 2 scenarios. The first scenario, you've built a list for some reason, like a newsletter. Nobody's bought from you yet, and they're just on the list. So how do you squeeze the juice from this? It's simple. It's email marketing fundamentals. There's 4 things. I've done videos on this. You can check them out. Email deliverability fundamentals, all the technical stuff, the technical side of that. Also list hygiene, cleaning your list, making sure it's a good list, right? That stuff's going to matter. Email design. People think email design is a good thing. It's not. You got to be very minimalistic with your email. I've done a video on this. I'll do another video on this, fine. So email design is a thing. Don't have broken links in there. Don't have any words that could catch spam filters. Segmentation. Segment the right way, segment people into groups so people are getting relevant messages, and qualify the people on the list, right? And then also test subject lines, test CTAs. You have to test things and figure out what's working to arrive at a conclusion. This is what my email content is going to be about, right? If you get to that point, you're going to be getting sales squeezed from that list. That's just what it is. From 0 to 1 is pretty easy. Just do your email marketing fundamentals. Let's talk about then the other scenario. So the other scenario is somebody's bought from you already, right? So how do you get the second sale from them? This is where you get into this subject of retention strategies, customer retention strategies, which includes things like upsells, cross-sells, and loyalty reward programs on top of the actual retention content. You're going to be educating them too. So let's go over those real quick, what those mean. So first of all, you're going to have retention content just running, like you're going to be frequently publishing to your list. If they're customers that have bought from you before, why would you not? Why would you leave that to the side and then start talking to them through social media again when you've brought them all the way down the funnel? You have them in the palm of your hand, and you're in their inbox. You're in their, the place that is closest to them. So why would you not market to them there, right? So you'd have a retention strategy going on. It's just it's par for the course. It's what leads to a second, and it's one of the things that leads to a second and third still. If you think about it, you'll see it in SaaS businesses a lot. People churn out. So they're not just gonna leave them hanging. They're gonna come back to them. They're gonna have a win back sequence. Hey, why'd you drop off? You'll see this in video games. Hey, why'd you drop off? The new DLC launched. Don't you want to hop in the game and see what's going on? You know, you get new armor. So people, they send, that happens to an email, and people, it cuts down churn, right? And it increases retention. It increases second and third purchases, right? So you want to have retention-based content running, automated via email. That's one thing you'd want to have, right? And then the core of the retention strategy would be the retention offer that you're putting in front of them, which is really 3 things that seem to work: upsells, cross-sells, and loyalty perks, loyalty rewards. What's an upsell? An upsell is an upgrade. You can put. Let's go through scenarios. You can go put a upsell in front of somebody just as they're at the cart checkout. Hey, say, since you've bought the thing, why don't you just upgrade it for $80 more? You get the upgrade right now. So you just doubled your, you increase sales that way. Or you could do behaviorally triggered. Somewhere along the line, you've detected a behavior in the customer that indicates they could be interested in an upgrade. Like, you've been using Canva so much, right? Why don't you just upgrade into the Pro feature? We'll even give you a sweet discount, right? That's going to get a second purchase, right? Those are upsells. You also get cross-sells. Cross-sells is just something that's in parallel that seems to make sense when you purchase the 2 things together. Amazon does this a lot. You'll see this a lot in B2C, in e-commerce and stuff. If you bought this, you might like this. If you've bought razors, you might like a razor, a bag, a shaving kit thing, right? That's kind of cross-sells. You want to have those in place too, and you want to time them, and you want to work with your retention strategy content to sort of incorporate them in the whole experience and put that in front of your customer, right? That's how you get the second and third purchase. The other thing you want to do is also have loyalty, some sort of loyalty thing embedded in your customer experience. It's a customer experience thing, in my opinion, because you can give people perks and endear them to you, right? And that's going to help word of mouth happen, right? And it's gonna lead to second purchases indirectly. Anyways, that's just how it is, right? So like if you get flyers, air miles to use in a lounge, you're gonna go spend some time in a lounge, and when you're spending some time in a lounge, you might buy some other stuff. It's like a whole thing. You get what I'm trying to say? So these are the types of things that increase your second and third purchases. This is the essence of increasing email sales, right? Let me just recap though, so you know what the pitch is. Really very simple. So basically, if you wanna squeeze the juice from your list, you gotta do retention. I mean, first of all, you gotta make your first sale. The first sale can come through just doing your email marketing right, having a good offer, testing things out. You know what it is, I mentioned it. Fundamentals get you your first sale. After your first sale, you want to get the second and third sale. Otherwise, you have to keep growing your list and keep making first sales. And that's expensive. So don't do that. Skip that part. Make your first sale and then make your second sale from the same people, right? That's kind of the whole thing. And you can do that with a retention strategy. Retention strategy involves having offers that you can present, a second and third offer. So you're a business owner, plan your second and third offer, whatever that is. Figure out how it links back to the first offer, and create a retention strategy around that involves the email content, the timing, the segmentation. It's going to influence all of that. And that's about it. This is the Dropkick Copy YouTube channel. My name is Irshad Aziz. Take it easy.